Coming up on today's episode of Airborne Unlimited, Cirrus SF50 suffers another runway accident with a ground fatality. NTSB closes in on suspicious issues in DHC-3 crash. Delta settles with maligned pilot. Welcome to Airborne Unlimited. I'm your host, Holland Lee. Let's get into today's stories. Cirrus SF50 suffers another runway accident with a ground fatality. Cirrus Aircraft has seen yet another SF50 Vision Jet suffer a runway accident in which the vehicle encountered a failed takeoff at the Colombia Santa Marta Airport. The SF50 Vision Jet had 4 persons aboard, all of whom reported some degree of injury, but a minor child was reportedly struck by the jet and killed as it attempted to depart runway 1. Reports indicate that the hapless jet overran more than a mile of runway, crossed over a nearby road, and then ran through the perimeter fence. The aircraft struck a street vendor stand near the beach. This is not the first such incident involving the Williams International FJ33-5A powered SF50 and runway transgressions, but it is reportedly the first in which a fatality occurred. Photos from the scene suggest reasonably clear conditions and operations taking place from a sea-level runway. The hull losses are piling up. One aircraft was lost to a fire resulting from a bizarre electrical problem. Last year in Lansing, Michigan, another SF50 was lost when the aircraft experienced controllability problems after local wind shear reports on takeoff. Last month, another SF50 went down in Kissimmee, Florida, encountering rough IFR conditions and thunderstorms in which the pilot decided to use the parachute recovery system. And after the break, T-45 safety pause caused by engine blade failures.
Aviation Safety Resources is disrupting the market for aircraft emergency parachute recovery systems. ASR systems are smaller, lighter weight, and offer longer repack cycles than similar products available in the current market. ASR has a recovery system available for every type of aircraft: sport, experimental, light sport, general aviation, urban air mobility, vertical takeoff and landing, electric propulsion, and unmanned aerial systems. Find the right product for your aircraft at aviationsafetyresources.com.
Well, hello, fellow pilot. I'm John King.
And I'm Martha King.
You know, we've all had our flying lives disrupted lately.
Well, King Schools is here to help you stay up to date with courses that you can access on your desktop, iPad, or iPhone. If you'd like a refresher or just want to expand your aviation horizons, we have a course for you.
So head over to kingschools.com/rusty today for details.
Are you tired of tucking your phone under your headset to make a call and having cords and adapters strewn about the cockpit? Experience wireless cell phone communications and your personal music with Pilot Communications BlueLink 2. BlueLink 2 gives you a wearable link to 2 Bluetooth-enabled devices at the same time and can even control your phone and music. Use BlueLink 2 with your existing headset or a Pilot Communications headset from pilot-usa.com.
Welcome back. Now let's take a trip around the patch for some other interesting stories. T-45 safety pause caused by engine blade failures. The Chief of Naval Air Training placed the Navy and Marine Corps' fleet of T-45Cs on a safety pause several days ago in order to review an engine blade fault. Quote, "Out of an abundance of caution and concern for the safety of our aviators, Sinatra made the decision to halt all T-45C Goshawk operations following the discovery of an engine blade failure," end quote, said Sinatra Rear Admiral Richard Brophy. Lockheed receives NASA order for trio of Orion spacecraft. NASA has contracted for 3 Orion spacecraft for the Artemis 6 through 8 missions, continuing its build-up to eventually carry astronauts into deep space and onto the moon itself. Lockheed Martin is the prime contractor for the Orion program and has completed a pair of vehicles, EFT-1 and Artemis 1. EFT-1 flew in 2014, with Artemis only weeks away from its launch to the moon. The order marks the second 3 missions under NASA's agreement for up to 12 vehicles under its Orion production and operations contract, an indefinite delivery, indefinite quantity contract. Aero and Current Aviation to begin commercial pilot training program. Current Aviation of Dallas-Fort Worth, Texas, and the training division of Aero Group of Albuquerque are joining hands to provide commercial pilot training ahead of the looming pilot shortage. The deal will see Aero's full-spectrum commercial pilot approach integrated into Current's curriculum, with training taking place on multi-engine aircraft geared toward professional aviation work. Current will use its network to help students overcome the 1,500-hour hurdle by hunting down opportunities to build hours as they work in smaller aircraft. Boeing and Airbus compete to equip new Saudi airline. Saudi Arabia's Public Investment Fund, referred to in economic circles as PIF, is in contemporaneous talks with Boeing and Airbus regarding orders for upward of 80 jets that will serve as the core fleet for a new Saudi national airline. Insisting upon anonymity, parties with knowledge of the proposed deal have reported PIF seeks to purchase approximately 40 airliners outright and retain purchase options on a similar number of planes. That's it for today's trip around the patch. Let's get back to the rest of the news. NTSB closes in on suspicious issues in DHC-3 crash. National Transportation Safety Board investigators identified a possible safety issue with the flight control of the Havilland Canada DHC-3 that crashed into Mutiny Bay, Washington on September 4, 2022. Tragically, the pilot and 9 passengers were fatally injured. Investigators found the horizontal stabilizer actuator, which is part of the airplane's pitch trim control system and is also referred to as the trim jack, had separated into 2 pieces. The actuator was found separated where the clamp nut threads into the barrel section. Examination of the threads inside the barrel and the threads on the clamp nut revealed that the 2 components separated by unthreading as opposed to being pulled apart in tension. A circular wire lock ring is used to prevent the barrel and clamp nut from unthreading. The lock ring was not yet located in the wreckage. This possible safety issue could result in a possible loss of airplane control. At this time, the NTSB does not know whether the lock ring was installed before the airplane impacted the water or why the lock ring was not present during the airplane examination. And after these messages, Delta settles with maligned pilot.
Throughout the globe, Piper Aircraft has hand-selected the very best in company representation, service, and support. From first inquiry to acquisition to product support, Piper Aircraft ownership is seamless and worry-free. Piper Aircraft authorized dealers, factory trained, factory connected.
Unbridled passion, unequaled performance, unlimited possibilities.
Hartzell Aviation, you are cleared for takeoff.
Introducing Hartzell Aviation, leading general aviation companies united by the Hartzell guiding principle of built on honor, a commitment to uphold the highest standards in quality, performance, and support. Hartzell Propeller, Hartzell Engine Tech, Hartzell Aerospace Welding. We are Hartzell Aviation.
Now boarding at hartzellaviation.com.
Skyleader Aircraft offers a lineup of the most powerful, durable, and efficient light sport aircraft in the industry. From trainers to roomy cockpits for long hauls, Skyleader has an aircraft for you. And the best part? They're in your budget. Skyleader's base prices are set low to give you room to customize your aircraft to your needs, desires, and wallet, allowing you to put your money where it matters to you most. Visit flyskyleader.com today to learn about our aircraft, customization options, and chat with the team.
Welcome back. Delta settles with maligned pilot. Atlanta-based Delta Airlines has reached an out-of-court settlement with company pilot Karlene Petitt, who sued the air carrier, claiming she'd faced retaliation after raising safety concerns about the airline. The terms of the settlement remain undisclosed, but plaintiffs' attorneys have intimated Petitt's award is consistent with a 2020 arbiter's ruling, which put forth she deserved $500,000. Petitt's case was a point of contention in the confirmation of former FAA Administrator Steve Dickson. In 2020, a Labor Department judge ruled that Dickson, while serving as vice president of Delta Airlines, was complicit in fabricating and weaponizing claims of psychological unfitness against Petitt, claims by which the senior pilot was unscrupulously coerced into undergoing a psychiatric evaluation, which resulted in a specious and since debunked diagnosis that she suffered a bipolar mental disorder, the sort of diagnosis that sees aviators permanently grounded. In court, Dr. David Altman, the physician whose misfeasance nearly ended Petitt's 30-plus-year flying career, defended his determination that Petitt was bipolar. Altman pointed out that during her early career, Petitt was attending school, helping with her husband's business, and caring for her 3 young children, a situation Dr. Altman found notably unusual. Notwithstanding contradictory diagnoses by 2 additional physicians, Petitt was grounded for nearly 2 years. And that's our show for today. You can catch episodes of Airborne on YouTube, Roku, or Fire TV. Just search for Aero-News or Airborne, and don't forget to follow us on social media. Thanks for watching!